Hey guys, and welcome back to KNL Beauty and Tell. Today I'm going to be showing you a couple of really easy DIY Valentine's Day treats. They're really simple and really easy, and if I can do it, you can do it because I am a horrible cook. And they literally take so little time, it's not even funny. So the first treat is a pink parfait, and it's basically granola, yogurt, strawberries, and whipped cream all in a little treat, and it's very good. It's so simple and it takes such little time. For this treat you'll need yogurt. It goes by preference. You can use whatever you want. Granola, again, you can choose. Strawberries, whipped cream, and a mason jar or something to put your parfait in. So the first thing that I did was I cut up some strawberries, and you want them to be in smaller sections just so you can fit them all in your parfait, and just because they're easier to eat in the parfait. So I just did this, and after I did this, I pushed them aside until I needed them. The next thing that I did was I grabbed my mason jar, yogurt, and a spoon, and I began to stir up the yogurt because we are about ready to add pink food coloring to the yogurt to make it all festive and whatnot. You want to make sure that you stir this pretty well because you don't want any of the coloring to be uneven, and it just made a really pretty light pink color. I began scooping the yogurt into the bottom section of our parfait, and I was a mess when I did this, so don't worry. And then you're going to pull back your strawberries and you're going to put them in the next layer of your parfait. It depends on how many you want. It depends on how many you cut up because you're going to need a couple of layers of strawberries. And yep, you called it. The next step is to add your granola. Again, whatever granola you want, however much you want. It's all personal preference here. And then again, your next layer is yogurt, and you can add however much you want of this to this layer. I added a good amount just because it is the last yogurt layer. So you can see me putting some more of the yogurt in here. And then I just added some more strawberries because the strawberries are your last layer before the fancy schmancy whipped cream. So I just added the rest of the strawberries that I had cut up. Then I added the whipped cream. You don't have to add the whipped cream. I just did because I thought it made it look really pretty and it was tasty. And now I'm going to teach you how to cut a strawberry heart to top your whole entire parfait off with. So you just take a strawberry, cut it in half like so. And then you choose one of the halves and you cut a little slit or a V shape at the top, and then you round off the edges and it makes a really pretty heart. You can play around with this and get really crafty and creative, but I thought it was really simple and it looked really neat at the end. Voila! Finishing product! And then obviously you just want to place this in your whipped cream and you are done. This next treat is literally the easiest. It's called a Cupids Float. You'll need vanilla ice cream, cherry 7-Up, Twizzlers, a mason jar, and an ice cream scoop. This one literally took like 2 steps and it tasted amazing. It's just perfect. So the very first thing that I am doing is I am taking 3 scoops of my vanilla ice cream and packing it down into my mason jar. Average size scoops, not much more to say. This, again, is like the easiest one to make. It takes no time at all, and it was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I could drink like 5,000 of these. The next thing you're going to do is pour your cherry 7-Up into the ice cream, and it bubbles and it looks so awesome. The foam is like pink. Like, really? This was awesome. Oh, and you can also use Sprite and add pink food coloring if you so prefer, but I just use cherry 7-Up. And then I just cut the ends off of a Twizzler and placed it into my Cupids Float. I think that the finishing product is super, super cute. Again, it took no time at all and it was delicious. For the next treat, we will be making Valentine's Day Oreos. For this, you'll need a plate, bowl, and spoon, obviously, Oreos, and meltable white chocolate, and festive sprinkles of your choice. The first thing that you will want to do is take your bowl, spoon, and white chocolate and pour your desired amount into the bowl. This really all depends on how many dipped Oreos you're planning on creating. When it's over and the heart breaks and then I melted my white chocolate on intervals. The first interval I used 30 seconds. And then I took that out and stirred it, and it still needed a lot of melting to do. So then I put it back in the microwave for 1 minute. And then I took that out and stirred it, and let me just say, use a pot holder or a towel or something, because I totally burnt myself when I first took it out because I'm an idiot. Duh, Lauren, you're gonna burn yourself. But, you know, I didn't think about that. And then bring up your trusty old plate and start dipping your Oreos. I dipped half of my Oreo, and I kind of used this waving back and forth and sideways motion, and it was surprisingly really, really easy. And you want to make sure you put your sprinkles on right after you dip your Oreo, because it will dry. It dries really, really quickly. So then, obviously, I just repeated that step a couple times and used different sprinkles that pertained to Valentine's Day. And the cracks began to show. When I was all done, I went ahead and put my Oreos in the freezer to let them go ahead and harden before you can eat or serve them. And then I just took them out after a while, and guys, these were so good. They were delicious. I love Oreos. And the white chocolate, it just made them 1,000 times better. And the sprinkles, because who doesn't love sprinkles? And the heart breaks, and the cracks begin to show. And the cracks begin to show. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and got some ideas if you were running any way late like I was on getting your Valentine's Day treats ready. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already and you'd like to stay tuned. Leave a comment if you are going to make or try any of these recipes. And the cracks begin to show. Be sure to check me out on Instagram and Pinterest, as well as check out my last video, which was my January favorites. And I hope that all of you lovelies have a spectacular Valentine's Day. See ya!